Hi, this is Ken. Today we are diving into what I believe is one of the most important turning points in Tesla's history. And I don't say that lightly. Tesla's full self driving system is quietly entering a completely new phase. Not beta, not experiment, not let's see what happens if we throw AI at the road and hope it sticks. Number, something fundamentally deeper is happening. We're watching the moment when Tesla shifts from proving its technology to shaping global policy around autonomy, and the sign of that shift? A somewhat unexpected country taking a historic step. Israel preparing to allow FSD. If you blink, you might say, okay, one more region. Nice milestone. But if you zoom out, this is not about geography. It is about legitimacy, about how future mobility standards are born. Israel's decision signals a brand new strategy from Tesla, a strategy that blends AI rollout with regulatory cooperation, safety validation, and geopolitical leverage. Tesla is not just rolling out software anymore. Tesla is building the world's self-driving rulebook, one government at a time. And today, we're going to break down exactly what that means, why Israel matters, and how this reshapes the road ahead for Tesla and for us as investors. So let's begin the journey. Israel has officially moved into preparation for FSD deployment. This isn't rumor, it isn't speculation, it's already in motion. Reports from local media confirmed Transportation Ministry in approval process. Over 1,000 Tesla owners signed petitions urging rollout. Hardware, 4 vehicles expected to receive access first, pricing already being circulated. There is paperwork happening, there are government-to-company conversations happening, and there is public pressure happening. In other words, this is no longer discussion, this is pre-deployment. Add this to the map: North America, Australia, New Zealand, Israel. That's a fascinating combination of countries, isn't it? Different geography, but similar strategic traits: tech openness, regulatory maturity, infrastructure readiness, focus on mobility innovation. Each region represents a policy domino. Once one proves safe, the next becomes easier. And woven into this news is a statement from Elon Musk that changes the emotional tone of Tesla's FSD journey. We will not compromise on safety. Think about that. Tesla is famous for speed, for boldness, for pushing ahead even when critics scream. But now, Tesla is publicly saying, we are moving fast, but we are bringing regulators with us, and we are building confidence brick by brick. That tells you this is not a beta culture anymore. This is industrial deployment culture. But why Israel? Why not a larger market? Why not jump straight to Europe or Japan or the UAE? Because Israel has a very specific profile, deep national identity around technology, massive cybersecurity and AI industry, laser focus on public safety. Government actively collaborates with tech pioneers. Global leadership in sensors, defense, and intelligence tech. Israel understands that safety is not a PR term. It is a national doctrine, a survival principle, a culture. If a country like that says, yes, we believe Tesla's system meets our bar, that is signaling something beyond just traffic approval. It is a trust signal, not from just consumers, but from a government that thinks in existential risk terms daily. Let's zoom out even further. We can categorize self-driving programs in the world like this. Waymo. Succeed in limited zones, very controlled conditions. Cruise. Overextended, stumbled on safety crisis, paused operations. Traditional automakers. Incremental driver assist. No true autonomy. Tesla. Gather global real-world data, simultaneously build policy and public trust, scale internationally. Different philosophies, different trajectories. Waymo is building perfect autonomy in small sandboxes. Cruise tried to scale too fast without social trust. Tesla is going for a multi-continent approval pipeline built on real-world results. Tesla is not trying to win San Francisco. Tesla is trying to win the world. That means this strategy must be regulatory first, not just engineering first. And Elon Musk is signaling that shift, not through hype, but through quiet sequencing of approvals. That is how transformative industries succeed historically. Aviation, nuclear energy, pharmaceuticals, space launch systems. In each case, the innovators who pair technology with regulators win the future. Tesla is now walking that path. Now, for investors, what does this mean? Let's imagine the business model shift. Yesterday, sell cars with optional FSD purchase. Today, deploy FSD subscriptions globally, region by region. Tomorrow, scale robotaxi fleets and create mobility networks. In business terms, this means Tesla is building a compounding software subscription model, an international revenue structure, a mobility network similar to telecom or cloud services, a defensible regulatory moat competitors cannot easily copy, a perception of safety validated by governments, not just AI metrics. Think of it this way: autonomous driving isn't a feature, it's the business. The vehicle becomes the hardware layer, the software becomes the cash flow layer, and the policy approvals become the distribution layer. That is a powerful trifecta. And once this pipeline is proven in multiple nations, you unlock something even bigger: tax revenue incentives for governments. Because if a country can collect tax from autonomous fleet income and reduce accidents and medical burden in the process, that becomes a national win. This is why Israel matters. It's not a large car market, it's a policy precedent market. Whether consciously or not, Tesla is designing a global approval chain that looks like innovator countries with strong tech culture, strong safety and data regulation, government support for future mobility, fast feedback loops, ability to prove safety at scale. Once that sequence shows success a few times, other nations don't debate from theory, they debate from evidence. Now, let's explore the emotional journey behind this. In Tesla's early days, the dominant narrative was move fast and break things. But this next phase is move fast and prove things. That's an entirely different discipline. And frankly, it's harder. FSD is not about beating competition in features, it's about earning trust at scale. Today's AI era is shaped by one major idea. The winners are those who align AI advancement with societal stability. Yes, technology matters. Yes, AI compute matters. Yes, neural networks matter. But legitimacy matters the most. The world does not adopt autonomous driving because of demos. It adopts it because regulators say yes, insurers say yes, and families feel safe. Tesla has entered the legitimacy era. Israel is the first clear stamp of that in a new region. So, what happens next? I believe Tesla is strategically building an approval chain. Phase 1, US and Canada, tech birthplace, regulatory experimentation. Phase 2, Australia and New Zealand, similar legal frameworks, data validation, expansion. Phase 3, Israel, tech security hub, global credibility signal. Phase 4, Middle East expansion, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. Phase 5, Asia, Japan, Korea, Singapore, lead candidates. Phase 6, Europe, slower but inevitable. Once others approve, Europe is hardest. Its regulators are skeptical, its bureaucracy is thicker, its automotive incumbents are political forces. But when you have safety data from multiple countries, government partner countries, real-world fleets operating safely, subscription revenue model proven, Europe eventually follows because the alternative is economic disadvantage. That is how technology spreads historically. Never first everywhere, always first somewhere meaningful. Now, my perspective, this development fascinates me most because Tesla is doing something very un-Tesla on the surface. It is slowing down the tone in order to speed up the outcome. Some people hear safety first and think, oh, Tesla is becoming cautious. I hear safety first and think, oh, Tesla is building an irreversible foundation. Countries can ban experiments. They cannot ban proven safety infrastructure without massive political cost. This moment is not about shiny demos. It is about governance partnering with innovation. Every time Tesla earns one national approval, the question shifts from should autonomous driving exist to why don't we have it yet? That is the most powerful question shift in technology adoption. We saw this with solar, EVs, space rockets, AI compute clusters. At first, is this real? Later. We need this too. Tesla is moving from phase 1 to phase 2 with autonomy. And for long-term investors, that's when value compounds. But let's acknowledge the other side. There will be critics, there will be delays, there will be political resistance, there will be incidents that fuel doubt. That is normal, that is history. Innovation is never linear. It advances in waves powered by proof, not promises. And so far, Tesla is choosing proof. If you are a long-term investor, this is the pivot you wait for, the pivot from technology risk to regulatory momentum. Momentum that eventually becomes unstoppable. So now, let me talk to you, the viewer, directly. Where do you think autonomy goes next? Do you think Asia moves faster than Europe? Do you think Japan surprises us with early adoption because of aging population and labor efficiency needs? Do you think the Gulf region accelerates to position itself as a futuristic mobility hub? Post your prediction in the comments. I read them, and I love seeing where this community believes the world is heading. Personally, I think Japan is closer than most expect, not because Japan is fast to adopt, but because Japan moves decisively once safety is proven abroad. Japan doesn't chase hype, Japan follows evidence, and Tesla is now producing evidence instead of promises. That alignment is powerful. Before we close, let's quickly look at Tesla's stock. Recently, TSLA has traded with volatility as macro cycles shift. But days like this, news like this, remind us Tesla is not a car stock. It is a global autonomy infrastructure company in the making. Markets often price innovation late, but when regulatory wins compound, perception catches up fast. Thank you for watching. If this analysis helped you see the long-term arc more clearly, consider subscribing. I post every day breaking down Tesla's technological and strategic shifts so we can stay ahead of the curve together. The future is not something that happens to us. It is something we prepare for. And right now, the future of mobility is quietly being written in front of us. Let's witness it, let's understand it, and let's grow alongside it. Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and enjoy your life in the future. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home, I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.